Hi everybody, welcome to the Not So Shy Chef Show. I am Chef Sherry Shy, your Not So Shy Chef. And today I'm so excited because we have a guest with us today. Today I have Marissa. And Marissa, you are from the BHB Tea Lounge,
yes.
Right? You're located in
Inside Breadhead Bakery.
Okay, so inside Breadhead Bakery, you can find Marissa and all her wonderful teas, which we're going to be talking about today.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of people have that vision of tea, like I always did. Like, this was my cup of tea. This was my little favorite teacup, Grandma's teacup, and this little bag is kind of what you always use. That's what I kind of grew up with. But I know there's so much more out there and available, and I want to introduce everybody to not only your tea, as far as drinking your tea, but how we can cook with tea, because there's some really fun things we can do. And I've got some fun facts at the end too.
Sounds
that
great.
We can talk about. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna be right back, and we're going to make tea. We're gonna have tea time.
We're gonna have tea time.
Tea time, not tea time, but
high tea.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, so don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Hey everybody, I'm Sherry Shy. Welcome back to the Not So Shy Chef, and today we're talking tea with Marissa from BHB Tea Lounge. I am so excited because I always thought tea was just, like I said, my old-fashioned tea bag. So enlighten me. Talk to me about what you've got with you today, because I am blown away by the aromas right now.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yes, so tell me, what do we got going on
Today
here?
I brought two very popular fall teas. So I brought things that have an essential fall flavor. So I brought our Sweet and Spice Girls, which is going to be a black tea with mulling spices and fresh green apples.
Okay, now wait, because right now I'm smelling this aroma, and that's what it was. It was this. I mean, I don't know if you can see here, but she has got, tell me what all is in here.
Clove, and there's some
Oranges?
Orange pieces, yes, some cinnamon, some allspice.
It's just the smell. It smells like fall in a glass here. This is what
Yeah.
this smells like. And you said about in your Sweet and Spice Girl that you had apples in there.
Yes.
Now, when I smelled this earlier today, it was just green apple. And you brought green apples, and you do these?
Yes, that is all hand done by myself, yes.
So you slice the apples, you dehydrate the apples,
Yep.
then you make the tea.
Yes.
See, this is what we're all about here at Shy Cellars. It's all about knowing where your food comes from.
Yes.
That's what I love.
It's important.
It
yes.
truly is.
There's no mystery.
Exactly. Okay, so I get excited about that, a little passionate about that. So tell me the next, what else we got here?
And then our other blend today is going to be the Dark Side of the Moon, which is probably my personal favorite. It's somewhere between coffee and tea. So we've got our nice black tea,
Look at
but
that.
also espresso, some elderberry, some
Oh,
cinnamon pieces, and vanilla. It has this really
Oh my
nice
gosh,
dark
it
coffee
smells so
flavor. But it's not bitter, where espresso can be kind of bitter sometimes
Yes.
alone. The black tea comes in behind it and kind of cuts it, and it just is
Okay.
this really soft coffee flavor. It's truly magical.
So it could be for somebody like myself who is a coffee drinker. And we've talked about this where sometimes people say, oh, I don't like tea.
Oh, I don't do tea.
I only
Yeah.
do coffee. But this would be that one that
Yeah.
you could kind of transition into for
Yes,
people.
it bridges that gap. And I like
Okay.
to joke with those people and say, oh, but you do drink tea. You just don't know you drink tea
See?
yet. So
Here we go.
So that's when I introduce them to the Dark Side of the Moon, because it does have that full espresso flavor, but it's
Okay.
just got so much else going on.
So tell me something. When I come to your shop, okay, the lounge, the tea lounge, and I sit down and I enjoy a cup of tea. How come when I get home, it never tastes the same?
Well-
Like, what am I doing wrong?
It's going to be the steeping method that you choose. So there's several ways to do it. In-house, we do it in a French press, which is a little bit unexpected. People think it's only for coffee. It's
Yeah,
not.
Usually that's what I've always used mine
It's
for.
not.
Was
We
coffee.
like the French press because it lets the tea, it's loose in the water. Where if you just pour it over, say in like a coffee pot or something,
Right.
you only get actual contact with the tea for a couple of seconds. And
Okay.
so this, you get the full effect of the tea. So I suggest a French press. For anybody
Okay.
that has one at home, get some tea and try it in a French press.
Okay.
But if you don't, the next best thing is going to be one of these metal tea infusers.
Which I have one. Look at this in my cupboard, which I have something later on in the show I'm going to show Marissa.
Oh, no.
What I have. It's going to probably scare her.
Oh,
something
dear.
I found. But I actually found mine.
Right. So this, what you're going to do is, it's essentially a metal tea ball. So
Okay.
you're going to do it just like one of your tea bags. So you open it up,
Okay.
and then depending on your size of cup would be how much tea you need. I suggest
Right.
for a mug about this size, just a teaspoon is all you need.
Okay,
So
all right.
teaspoon in there.
So you're going
close
to teach
her
me
up.
how to do that later,
Yeah.
right? Because I want to know how to make the perfect cup of tea, because I know that we've had this conversation before, and I've had the conversation with other tea masters. Do you have a name that you guys go by?
I go by Tea Maven. I think it's
Tea
fun.
Ma- I
So
like that,
I'm
Tea
Tea Maven
Maven.
Marissa, which
I
is fun
love
for
that
me.
because we all are a master of something, and your specialty, of course, is the tea.
tea.
And I love talking to people. But I was talking to somebody about the water temperature. I'm like, I know when you're steeping tea, there's different temperatures to go by.
Yes.
Now, with cooking, I have found that I don't need to actually have the hot tea. It seems like am I right that it works?
There's different ways to use it in cooking.
Okay.
So you could break it down. So say your tea is like bigger pieces like this, break it down and use it as a rub. And then
Okay.
you don't need to steep it. But then a wonderful way to use it is actually steep the tea, and you can use it as
Braising?
braising liquid.
Like
or,
we're going to do later,
Yeah.
because I actually have chicken that I braise, which is incredible, and that's what we were using with the
Sweet and Spice Girls,
Oh
yes.
my gosh, yes, fall flavors galore. So I'm excited about that. And then the other thing is, I know we're going to be using the Dark Side of the Moon with a chocolate cheesecake. So what we want to do is we want to get everything ready for them when they come back.
Yes.
So that we're good to go, and we are ready to get our little steeping gadget out here, and we're gonna make some tea.
Yes, we're
You're
going
gonna
to make
teach
some
me
tea.
how to
I will
make.
teach you how to make the perfect cup of tea.
Yay! But I'll still come visit you.
Okay.
All right. Well, don't go anywhere. We're gonna make some tea when we get back. Okay.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at First Federal Community Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm Sherry Shy, your Not So Shy chef. And today we have Marissa from the BHB Tea Lounge in Dover,
Yeah.
Ohio, which is located in Breadhead Bakery. And today we're talking all about tea, about how to make proper tea, what makes a great tea, and how to cook with tea. And we were talking earlier though about there's so many different, like tea's the thing now. It seems like tea's really coming back
Oh, yeah.
in.
It's huge.
And you can buy tea again at the grocery store in my little tea bag here, which this is looking pretty dark and nasty. It's going to be bitter.
I wouldn't drink
Yeah, I
that.
don't think so. You're going to make some great tea. But you can buy tea at the grocery store. You can buy tea in tea shops like yours. And then in the mall, I've seen them. So what makes yours so different and special?
My tea's different and special because I'm the one that makes it. You can come to me, you can see all of my ingredients. You can see me dehydrating the fruit,
difference.
and you know the source. There's no mystery. And you wonder sometimes, okay, where is this tea from? Like, what is in here? Has the fruit
Exactly.
been, does it have like pesticides on it? You don't know. You don't know
Preservatives.
anything
I mean,
about the different ingredients.
Exactly. I'm such a clean eater. I believe in clean eating here at the restaurant. So at the restaurant, that's why we have an open kitchen.
Right.
We want you to see how your food's cooked.
Exactly.
We want you to see it's not open bag and microwave food. Same way with you.
Yes.
I get to walk in and see you making my tea.
Yes,
right?
there's no mystery with me. I like to put it all out there because I have a genuine product, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud to say that I have this product to give that's all me. It's very personal.
with love in every cup.
Yes, love in every cup. Yes.
And the other thing is the freshness.
Yes.
Which, I know tea has to be stored in a certain, way for a certain amount of time. And we'll talk
Yes.
about that later too. But I just think it's important that people know where their food's coming from. And artisans like yourself and like myself, I mean, we take it to heart.
Yeah, we do.
Because
I do.
we love what we do and we want to serve our guests something great.
Yes, exactly.
So you're going to serve me something
Yes,
great now.
so we're going to
teach
go
me
through-
how to do this, Marissa.
All
I
right.
want to know.
We're going to make a cup of each here. So you're
Okay.
like I said before, all you need is a teaspoon. You don't need much, especially
Okay.
Dark Side of the Moon. This is such a strong tea. So
And this is the one that's made with espresso
and black tea
and black tea and elderberry
and cinnamon.
and cinnamon.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
So we're
So
just
we
going to
take
get
our
a
little-
teaspoon here.
Okay.
Let's try not to make
So
a
this,
mess.
see, and this is what I always have problems with because,
There you go.
like,
So just close her up.
well, my our assistant here at Shy Cellars asked too, like, how do you know, should it be heaping, should it not be heaping? And that was always my problem. Okay, so I have my teaspoon. Look, it fits perfect too. So I close
close
that
it
up.
up.
Okay.
And then from there, just go ahead and put it in the cup, and then we're going to pour hot water over it. So this works very similar to the tea bags.
Okay. And if you're not sure on the temperature, that's like the one thing.
Yes, so
I'm
for your
never sure.
temperature, you want above 180 is your goal.
Okay.
Optimum would be around like 212, 215. So
Okay,
you want a
so-
nice hot so you can get the full flavor.
When in doubt, everybody should have a thermometer in their kitchen.
Yes.
Anyways, we always talk about temping out your foods properly, making sure your chicken is proper temperature at 165. So having your thermometer is a really important thing.
It
You
is.
can use that.
So we're going to
So we're just going to seep this down. Now, I do this exact same thing though, but a little bit different, I should say. I seep my tea when I'm cooking with my tea, but I sometimes don't even use the diffuser.
because you want all of the.
Yeah, I just put it all in there and then I strain it out through a big sieve because a lot of times I'm doing big pots.
Like a bulk amount.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I use it in, bigger amounts. But you can do this at home, for yourself without the diffuser, just if you're braising and things like that. But to drink a cup of tea,
Yes.
this is much easier.
So now we're going to do the Sweet and Spice Girls.
Sweet, and this one smells, and can I smell this one
Go
real
for
quick? This smells incredible, and it truly is in between tea and coffee. Like I smell
It blows
the
people's
espresso.
mind. It's so unexpected. They're like, "What? Both coffee and tea? You can do that? But you can."
Exactly. I never knew that.
Yes.
Like that does blow me away. Now this one I can already smell.
And that's going to be a very light tea. It is a black tea, so you get that caffeine kick from the black tea. But if you'll look, you see more of the apple and the mulling spices, and those don't brew a dark color.
Got you.
So that's going to be where most people think, okay, black tea is supposed to be dark, and that's when it's ready to
Exactly.
drink. It's not.
That's what I would think. So I figured I would have to let this sit for 10 minutes or 15
No.
minutes. So
Please
how
no.
long? Okay, so tell me, how long do I need to let this sit?
You're going to let this one go for about 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
At that point, you'll see it's going to have a nice color. You'll be able to smell everything.
Now, do I need to dip like I did this one here? Like I always
I
thought you had
suggest
to
like
dip.
you would see when I put it in, just to give it kind of stirs it around
Stirs
a little
it
bit.
around. Okay.
And that way the water's all around the tea.
Gotcha.
Instead of just sitting in one place.
Okay, very good. All right. Now,
Mm-hmm.
interesting fact. I was doing some research on teas not too long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I found that they said that many, many years ago, I mean, tea's been around forever.
Yeah.
And they said that you could actually dry out tea leaves,
Okay.
and you could use them for different things. And the Chinese used to take their tea leaves and they used to stuff fish. So this is something else. I was
Okay.
thinking about some of the different teas that you guys have down there.
Yeah.
You could actually take your fish take your whole fish,
Okay.
okay, if you're into that, stuff that in, and you could poach it.
That would be wonderful.
I know. Infuse that right into your food.
That would be wonderful.
All right. So can I I gotta wait for this because
You got to wait a
it's-
couple minutes, yes.
Oh,
but then
man.
it'll be ready to go, and you can enjoy your delicious
Okay, so when we
cup of
come
tea.
back,
Yes.
then we're gonna do that.
Yep.
Hey, I want to tell you though, another great idea that I found out you could do with your tea leaves, because it is biodegradable.
Yes.
Just like coffee grounds.
Absolutely.
You can use them in your houseplants, inside, outside, in the garden.
Oh, yeah.
In your compost pile. You can dry them out, and they're supposed to help keep fleas away from
I'm gonna
your
have to test
animals.
that one.
I know. So we got to do a little more experimenting.
It's interesting.
All right, so don't go nowhere. We're going to have tea ready for tea time.
Tea time.
And then I think we're going to make a couple dishes, maybe two,
Yes.
or we're going to make one dish, and then we're going to enjoy this hot cup of coffee with something chocolatey
Yes, please.
that I had somebody make for us.
Uh-huh.
All right, so don't go anywhere. Marissa and I will be right back with more tea information.
Yes.
Welcome to the UPS store located at 513 Mill Avenue in New Philadelphia, across from Newtown Mall in between Staples and Lowe's. We offer UPS shipping, freight services, DHL international shipping, and accept prepaid UPS packages. We carry an array of packaging and moving supplies. Let our certified packaging experts prepare your shipment. We do more than just shipping. We also offer black and white and color copies, mailboxes, faxing and notary service, as well as full-service printing. From business cards to yard signs, we print everything in between. Visit us Monday through Friday, 8 to 6:30, or Saturdays, 10 to 4.
Hey, welcome back to the Not So Shy Chef. I'm Sherry Shy, your Not So Shy Chef, and I am not shy, Marissa, around you and your tea. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. We've been
I'm so
talking
glad.
tea. So this one here, Dark Side of the Moon, Halloween tea.
Yes, I like to think of it as a Halloween tea. It's kind of dark and scary that way.
Oh my gosh. And this one was the one with the
Espresso, black tea, cinnamon, vanilla, and elderberry.
espresso. So can I sample this one
Yeah,
now?
go for
so
it.
we had it seeping. You can see the colors have gotten darker. We've had this one seeping. And you said the proper time varies from tea to tea, correct?
Yes. Yep.
So you have to learn to be
With
a
the
little
espresso,
patient.
you need a little bit more time to break down the coffee. And like with a white tea, because that's like essentially baby tea, you want to be very delicate with it.
Oh my gosh.
Do you love it?
Oh my gosh. I would have never thought tea and coffee together.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
It's unexpected, but
this
that's
is
what I love about
delicious.
it.
This is I'm not kidding you. If I don't like something, I will tell people. I'm like, yes, it's not for me. I'm telling you, I love this.
Thank you.
This is delicious.
Thank you very much.
And like, I'm already thinking, as a chef, I'm already thinking of things that I could do with this tea.
Right.
I could grind this down. I could use this with a little bit of ancho powder and do a rub on a steak.
I think that'd be really
Do
interesting.
you know that if you come into the restaurant here the next few weeks, this is probably what you're going to see on the
Yep.
menu?
You're gonna get it in a meat
Wow.
rub or somehow. Yep.
That's incredible. Now,
Thank you.
I also did the
Sweet and Spice
Sweet
Girls.
and Spice Girl. Yes, we did a chicken.
Yes.
So I said that you
So
can
good.
not only drink the tea, but you can actually use the tea in cooking. So what we did here, and I just want to show everybody, take to braise. Very, very simple. And we've done a show on braising before, and it's just so easy. Basically, you know, browning your meat on both sides, getting some color to it, putting some liquid in the pan, and then covering it and putting it in the oven. That's it. That's
That's it.
braising. It just makes the juiciest meats.
It does.
So what I did was I took some of your tea. We have that seeped in here. So if you can see, I just have that right in there, along with all my other braising sauce that I had, which was wine and water. That was it. Well, I shouldn't say water. It was chicken stock.
Gotcha.
So, but that and your spices in there, your tea. So I had cooked that, and all I'm going to do is set that right on top of my mashed potatoes and roasted red peppers. I'm going to
Sounds
take
delicious.
a little, you know what? I don't want anybody to get anything hard in their mouth. So you got to watch when you do the teas with cinnamon, I know. But he's being a little stinker. He's not wanting to come out there, is he? But I'm going to get some of these and just kind of put that there too. Wow, this looks so, so good. Smell-o-vision.
It's so good.
Now, so we used the tea. Excuse my reach in front of you.
You're fine.
We've used the, this one was the Sweet Spice Girl.
Yes.
Sweet and Spice Girl. Now the other one, which is the one I was drinking.
Dark
oh my
Side
gosh.
of the Moon.
Is going to be delicious with a chocolate, you said.
Yes.
You said chocolate goes great, right?
Espresso is such a nice
Who doesn't like
accent
chocolate?
for chocolate. And yeah, who
I
doesn't
was
like
gonna say, who
chocolate? It's
doesn't like
Halloween.
chocolate?
Chocolate everything, right? So
Speaking of Halloween, I want to teach everybody something really, really fast.
Okay.
Because whenever you go to the restaurants, either here at Shy Cellars or you go somewhere else to some nice fine dining restaurants, a lot of times they garnish your plate with
Yes.
chocolate or whatever. And everybody always asks, how do you do that? How do you do that? So I wanted to show people real quick how you do that. So here's something for you too. You can take this
Oh.
back with you. How's
I
that?
will.
Now, I have my little cake here. This is a chocolate cheesecake.
Sounds good.
I think Chef Lori did this, or my daughter, Tara, did this. So I'm gonna lay that there. Now I'm gonna show you something really quick and easy. But when you said Halloween, I got to thinking about spider webs. Like that's what you
Oh.
always see, right? So I have these handy dandy, high technical squeeze bottles that we use in the restaurant. These are things that you could have in your house.
Yeah.
Keep them in your cupboard, they're fine, okay? And you can use this for so many things. So I've got some chocolate sauce in here. It's just a chocolate ganache that we make. And this is so, so simple. All you have to do, just real quick movements. Go around your plate. This is so easy. And I think people will come into the restaurant and say, this looks so hard. Why do you make it look so easy? It's not hard. It's just knowing how to do it,
Right.
okay? So now I have this little beginning of my web. Now I'm going to take it in the middle of the next one.
Okay.
And we're going to go to the middle, to the middle, to the middle, to the middle. So
Okay.
every spot we didn't hit, we're going to take it and do that same thing. Look at this. Can you see what's happening?
Uh-huh.
We're making this nice little web. Then I've got some raspberry sauce that I
Yum.
thought would go delicious with that. Let's make sure I test it out. Yep, it's working. Can garnish it. You can do just a little spot in the middle there. You could actually, whoops, I got a little carried away with that one, folks. You can do a, this is almost like an eye to me. It's like that little blood eye. Something scary for Halloween.
Yes.
All right, so now I have that and I have my cake. This is a chocolate cheesecake. I know, doesn't it look delicious? These are so nice, these little tiny mini ones, because it's just enough. Or at least for me, it's just enough.
I wouldn't share.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Looky there. Now, doesn't that look delicious?
Yes.
Look how Halloweenish that is. Doesn't that
Very
look great?
cute. And that
And
wasn't that
now-
hard at all.
No, not hard at all. Well, with the magic of television, we already got it done. So that's the nice thing. I'm going to clean up my mess. Now, I do want to say, though, that I think we probably should take a bite of this before we're all done, just to see how that tastes.
I
Don't
think
you
so.
think, too? I think so, too. I'll get some forks in a little bit, and we'll taste that. But, hey, what I want to talk about real quick is time frame.
Yes.
Time frame of keeping tea. And remember I told you that I found something in my cupboard?
You did. I'm a little scared,
I
honestly.
know. Halloween. It's all about Halloween.
no.
Okay, so here's what I have.
I
I have a friend of mine who went to China. So he brought me back something. He brought me back some tea. And then up in the cupboard, I found this bag of
so
loose
sad.
tea. It's sad.
It's so sad.
And in a restaurant, we date everything.
Yes.
And I didn't date this. So I don't know how long ago this was.
I wouldn't.
So
I
what's the
wouldn't drink
safe time frame? Like when, I mean, it loses its potency, right?
Yeah, you want to think of it. Everyone knows that coffee, if it sits out and it's something that's not airtight, it gets
Stale.
stale. It loses its flavor, and tea's the same. So you want to treat it a lot like coffee in that way, which everyone knows coffee, so it's easy to compare it to coffee.
And spices.
Spices,
Like,
yes.
I always tell everybody out there, spices. Don't
Yes.
keep your spices
Don't.
in the containers more than 6 months. Get
Yes.
rid of them, get fresh.
Yes, because
Okay.
after 6 months, it doesn't do anything for you. You lose all of the nutrients and all. It just you lose everything that was good in the tea.
So everything that you want to taste in a tea, you're not going to taste
No,
anymore.
it's gonna taste bitter and just stale. And where you love the fresh green apple in this,
Sure.
it won't taste like apple. It will taste basically like nothing at that point. So
In a week.
it's not worth it
Okay.
to keep it.
All right. So we've got to get we got to get rid of it quick, right? And put it in airtight containers.
Yes, please
Okay.
do.
All right. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. We're going to have a bite of this and a drink of the tea.
Yes, please.
And wrap it all up.
Wonderful.
Hi, I'm 1450 WJER's Bill Morgan, inviting you to join me on television Wednesday evenings at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5 for TV2 Sports Talk. Sports Talk is your weekly look inside high school football, volleyball, soccer, and more. Look for guest appearances from your favorite area coaches and players. TV2 Sports Talk, Wednesday evenings at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5 on DMG Channel 2 on Time Warner Cable.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Sherry Shy and I am with Marissa from the BHB Tea Lounge in Dover. And I have learned so much about tea. I'm so excited, and I'm excited for everybody to come visit you.
Yes, please do.
So we have learned today, number one, about the safe time
Yes.
of using your tea, that this does not work.
No,
Years,
it does not work.
Years is not good. Safe, where you get the most maximum flavor
Yes.
out of your tea is 6 months.
Don't want to drink something that doesn't taste good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So 6 months for that.
Yes.
We've learned how to steep the tea so that you get a perfect cup of tea.
At home?
Not just when you're down visiting you, but when I go home.
Right.
What else did we learn? Oh, today we learned how to take your tea leaves. So we talked about taking your tea leaves
taking
and
them drying them
out and using them in your fertilizer as fertilizer in your house plants or outside in your gardening because they're, biodegradable.
Yes.
I mean, it's a compost.
Yes.
And then like I said, I'd heard that you could actually use your tea leaves, dry tea leaves, to help keep fleas away. So I know it's incredible.
Interesting. Who knew?
Just tea. Who knew? Who knew?
And it's in your cupboard and you didn't even know.
I know. And then we actually cooked some things with
Yes.
tea. So we
So
did the
good.
braised chicken, and then we have the chocolate cheesecake, which we didn't use tea in it, but you could.
You could.
You could use tea in this.
Yes.
And in fact, you could make, I was thinking about this earlier, they call it chantilly. You could do a chantilly with the dark espresso, would be incredible, chocolate chantilly. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to taste this chocolate cheesecake, and we can taste it if you want. Do you want it as part of my tea?
No, I'll
You
drink
have
my
yours?
tea,
I'm
yes.
gonna drink mine
I love
because-
the Sweet and Spice Girls.
If you're not a tea drinker, usually this dark side of the moon, this is fabulous. It's got
It'll
the-
convert them.
It will. It's got a tea flavor, but it's got a coffee flavor. It tastes like an espresso tea. Like that's the only way I can say it. Okay, so now we've got this cheesecake that's going to go fabulous with it.
Oh, that's so good.
Isn't that delicious? I know you're not supposed to talk with your mouth full, but it's okay when it's this good.
That was so good. Perfect accent, right?
It's incredible.
I'm glad you like it.
Honest to gosh, I'm telling you, I seriously mean this when I say
thank
it.
you.
I don't say, and people who know me know that I don't say something unless I mean it. This is fabulous. So
you.
I'm thrilled to death. Oh my gosh, Marissa, I just want to say thank you so much for coming in and
Thank
joining
you for having
us.
me.
And I just want to invite everybody, if you haven't been to the BHP, wait a second, I said it again. My words get twisted. BHB Tea Lounge.
Yes.
And you and Jason, and there's another owner as well.
Yes, Denise DeLeggy Pierce.
Okay.
Yep, the three of us co-own and then run the tea lounge. So
And Breadhead.
Yes.
You have the Breadhead right
Yep.
there, which makes
we're
fabulous
we're
breads.
inside Breadhead Bakery, which is on West 3rd in downtown Dover. You can't miss us.
Okay.
You can't miss
That's
it.
the one with the funky.
Oh yeah, lots of
funky
colors,
fronts, which
lots
I
of
love.
lights. Yeah, it's
Which I love. And again, it's about shopping local and knowing where your food comes from and your
Yeah.
tea. You know, here at the restaurant, I'm a proponent of that. I'm passionate about that. I'm passionate about knowing where my food comes from.
Yes.
My tea is the same way. Now that you've introduced me to this whole new world of tea, that I feel like I can come home now and make this at home.
yes,
And
you
that's
can.
That's something that I think people get scared of.
Yes, it's intimidating because there is a lot to know, but
Yeah.
once you do know, once you've taken the time to accept that there is something other than just the tea
Right.
bag from the grocery store, you're
I've
missing
done.
out on so much that you could enjoy. And the teas do so much for you.
It's good for your health.
It's wonderful
There's
for your health.
so
yes.
many great things that tea is good for.
Yes,
you
and not
know?
just the tea, but all the different blends. They all do different things for you. So you can just experience so much if you're just willing to open yourself up to it.
And be a little adventurous.
A little bit adventurous.
Get out
just
of your
a little.
box, people. Be a little adventurous. So, I tell you what, I just want to say thank you for coming
Thank
and
you.
joining me today. And folks, I want to thank you for watching the Not So Shy Chef and supporting us. It's just been so much fun. We have a blast. And remember, if there's an ingredient that you're shy about, make sure you let me know by just writing me, or you can simply go online and email me at sherry@shysellers.com. You can also go to my Facebook page at Shy Sellers, and you can let me know what shy ingredients that you're just a little shy about. And hopefully I can help you not be so shy. And I gotta say, Sally from Dover was the lady who wrote me and said she was actually shy about tea. So because of Sally, we thought we would get somebody in here, Marissa, our local tea maven,
Maven, yeah.
tea maven. And I love that, the
Thank
tea
you.
maven. And she has showed us today how to not be so shy of tea.
Yes.
So hopefully Sally out there in Dover will be down
She'll
and
come
get
check
some
us
of this tea because it's fabulous. I
Thank
guarantee you. I've got to have another drink. Before the show's done, I will have it all gone. Oh, and you know the temperature. We didn't tell you. Remind you about the temperature. Optimal temperature.
About 212. So you want a
212.
nice hot cup of tea, and that's for black teas. So if you're going for a green tea or a white tea, you want a little bit lower temperature because you don't want to oversteep. You won't get the best flavor out of your teas then.
And I
so.
got to tell you too, before we close, this is probably one of the very few teas I've ever had and enjoyed that did not taste bitter. I mean, truly did not taste bitter. And I just say thank you for that.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. So until next time, be sure to join us again and have fun in your kitchen. Don't be shy about ingredients. All right, let's dig in again.
All right.